Well, if you have not filed your taxes yet, you've got just a few hours to spare. Today is the deadline for most Canadians to submit their tax return. Joining us now to discuss is Peter Sashecki from Everything Financial. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you filed your taxes?
All done. It's April 30th. Got to get them done.
Yeah, good for you. It wouldn't be good for business if you're late, right? You
no, there's people at work who do that to make sure I'm not late.
So if you are late, though, do you have to pay a penalty for that?
Only if you owe money.
Okay.
It's only if you owe money. So it's one thing, Carrie, to file today. It's another thing to make sure that if you owe money when you've prepared it and you're told, oh, you owe whatever, you have to make that payment as well. So online at your bank, or through your online banking, you can make that payment. Now, but make sure not just filing on time, but if you owe money, pay the bill on time. And if they owe you money, well, don't worry, there's no penalty, and you're also letting them have your money for longer without paying you really anything on it. So get your money back. Absolutely.
Okay, so if you're self-employed and you owe money, is there something different? Because the deadline is different if you're self-employed,
That's right. If you're self-employed, as we mentioned a few weeks ago, your deadline is the 15th of June, but you have to have your payments in today. So hopefully you know the amount. And a lot of self-employed people, once you've done it a couple of years in a row, a lot of times you'll be making installments based on what you paid last year. And if you make those installments, a lot of times you not only get around the penalty and the interest, but it's so tiny because you're really close to being up to date. And so that's the best way to do it if you're self-employed, is making installment payments every quarter to kind of stay on track with what you probably will owe.
And then you don't have to pay this big lump sum, and that can be stressful on the bank account.
Make it part of your payroll. Like if you're paying yourself, part of your monthly bills are my taxes.
Okay. What if you own a corporation? What's the strategy
And that's what people forget. If you own your own and it's an incorporated company, who knows what your date will be? It will be the end of one of the 12 months.
Right.
And then you have 6 months to file. So it's not an April 30th thing.
Oh.
It's 6 months past your corporation's year end. So if your corporation's year end is June 30th, you have till December 31st to file. The interesting thing is how you pay yourself. Part of your payment may be for last year of your income, and part of it may be for the next year. So it varies, but don't panic. You only have to do your personal taxes as an employee, even if you're the owner of the corporation. You still have to file your personal taxes today, but your corporate taxes may have a different day.
Okay, so most people, though, today is the deadline to get those taxes submitted and pay if you owe.
And paid. That's the key. Get them paid.
Any last-minute tips for people who have left it really, really last minute?
If you haven't done it and you owe money, file it. Get it done. I mean, there's online programs, there's accountants, registered financial planners, so many resources. Don't leave it to the last minute. But a lot of people who haven't filed, it's usually because I'm not worried. They owe me money. Why are you letting them sit on your money?
Right. Get it back in your bank account.
Get your money back. Get it in your account. Pay down credit cards, mortgage, high interest, invest it, whatever you want to. Go on a holiday. Do something with it. But I don't know. I don't want the government sitting on my money. I want my money.
And even if you are being owed money, you still want to get it in by tonight. Is it midnight, the deadline?
It's midnight tonight. You want to get it in. Again, go to your bank if you're not. If you owe money, just go to your bank and make a payment based on your social insurance number. Any bank, get it done.
All right. Happy tax filing day. Peter Sashecki.
Oh, there's a new thing, yes.
Everything Financial. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot.